Alright, hey everyone, Wonderbot here, and welcome to Stoneshard, or if you caught my preview of this last year? The year before? Welcome back. Anyway, it's still going to be in early access, but it's finally coming out on February 6th, which is 4 days from this recording, 3 days from when it hits YouTube? I don't know. And we're just going to dive right in. It's a fairly traditional roguelike, but with a lot of neat... Oh.
Where am I?
Right, it's voice acted. It's got a lot of neat, like, spells and abilities and items and stuff that you can kind of put together into a really interesting build. I got my ass kicked when I played this the first time, so I'll probably get my ass kicked again.
You are awake, just in time for the ritual. We'll have a use for you, so very soon. Don't try anything funny or you'll end up like one of your friends. Perhaps I should check on him again. All that fresh blood. That must have drained by now.
I'm just gonna get comfy.
Curses. Doesn't look like we won that fight. I need to get out of here before this bastard returns. Looks like my shackles are rusted to the core.
Okay, open your inventory by pressing I. Okay, manage your equipment and move items. It can be done a number of ways. Using your mouse to drag an item. Okay, corresponding... Okay. In the context menu, or just Alt to move. Cool.
Poor luck. Your bad feeling was spot on this time. They didn't search him. Bad move. No offense, buddy. But you won't need all these things anymore.
Okay, searching. Search a corpse, hover over it, left click. Whoops. I don't know if I wanted to eat that bread. Maybe I did. Probably gonna grab both of those and lockpicks. Okay. Oh, press the button with the arrow or press space to loot everything. Got it. Okay, picking locks. So, open them, keys, lockpicks, cool. So I can just do right-click and pick. That's nice.
I hope I'm not alone, survivor. Got to arm myself and find the rest.
Okay, iron bar. Probably should equip it quick. There we go. Yeah, this is quite possibly one of the coolest looking traditional roguelikes I've ever played. This is a little dark, admittedly, but I think that's mostly just... Is there a... Oh. I have no idea what control does. Okay, maybe control's like a forced hit. Okay, do we wanna... Let's pick the lock and see what this guy had on him. The answer is shackles. Well, that's not super helpful.
The cages are unlocked, and blood trails are fresh. Looks like everyone was taken somewhere. Seems like I was the only one to be left in the dungeon. That's strange.
As well break all of these. Now, there is durability, right? Yes. So that is actually something I should pay attention to. Well, let's see if anybody has anything useful on them. Probably not. Maybe a little bit of something here. No, that's just more shackles.
Get out! You are dead!
Okay, Stoneshard is turn-based, where almost every action takes a turn. Enemies can only act when your turn ends, so you can take time and think through your actions. Necessary, you can skip turns by pressing space. Kill the guard, approach him, and trade blows. And I can also inspect. Well, we might as well inspect him. So he is a vampire. Equal hostile? I have no idea. He is hostile to me. I just don't know why it's equal. Anyway, health, energy, arcane resistance, unholy resistance, sacred resistance, and this neophyte was tasked with guarding you. Hasn't been doing a very good job so far. Alright, we get a sheave. And let's pick the lock. I assume he didn't have anything else on him. No, weird. You'd think the guy would have a key.
Burn. Bled to death. Such a foolish way to go. Looks like there is a trap. I have to take a look around unless I want to share his fate.
Oh, that makes sense. Equals an equal level. Okay, spot them passively. So, better perception attribute. Let's see, if you know immediately if there are traps in your vision, you can use detect traps. Okay. Burn has a belt. Let's grab that. Doesn't look like there's anything else.
I forgot about my leg. Hurts more and more. I need to find something to treat the wound before it festers.
And suddenly we're very injured. So we have pain, which is fumble chance, healing efficiency, and damage taken. Morale change, pain limit, dodge chance, noise produced, energy, and pain change. Pain change. Oh, so that gets worse over time. Makes sense. Search the storage room. I'm assuming that's this.
All these boxes. We'll surely find something in them.
Okay.
Can use this to patch up my leg.
Alright, inventory. So we've got this. Oh, medicine. Here you'll find everything you need to know about your character's health, hunger, thirst, intoxication, pain, mental health meters, and also the condition in your body parts. When you get injured, your body parts condition drops below... Wait. You get injured when the condition drops below a certain threshold. On top of that, the worse your body parts condition is, the lower your max health threshold becomes. Just start with stabilizing your injury. Hover over your right leg's condition bar and apply splint. Stabilized injuries retain their negative effect, but no longer accumulate pain. When your body part condition is restored to a certain threshold, it will heal completely. Accelerate this process, use a healing salve, which would be one of these. Oh, I see. So I'd have to use it on the leg. The lower your health, the lower your pain threshold. Pain makes healing less effective and can even kill you if it reaches a high enough number. You can get rid of it with a variety of painkillers. An ether inhaler, for example. Okay. Oh, so alt is reveal nearby things. Sort of. It only reveals some things, though. Hi, weapons! Okay. Throw in the doublet. Toss that. We could have a shield. We got some stuff. We can do homemade sword. War scythe. It's a great sword. 25 slashing. 18 slashing. What's this? Protection. Reduce fire resistance. Better knockback. Block chance. Block power. But it hurts me the rest of the way. Put on the boots. We have a cammock, which is a staff. A peasant hatchet, which is pretty good, but increases skill energy cost. There's a lot to sort through all of this. I feel like the peasant hatchet is probably my best immediate option. I'm gonna grab the peasant sword and also the bow and arrows. I don't think we need this stick. But I guess the other option is... There we go. Shift-click to move things over. Okay, that's probably better. We are carrying a lot more gear than I probably need. Okay, locked from the other side. Yeah, a lot more than I actually need. But it's nice to carry spares. I really wish I could quick equip the bow. Wait, question... Yeah, that works. You just leveled up. Each new level allows you to learn a new ability and improve your attributes. You mostly get stronger by acquiring new abilities and finding better equipment. Attributes have a less distinct effect, just slightly improving various aspects of your character. Okay, so it looks like I get most of my arrows back. Alright, well, let's take a look at this. So... Gear and abilities. Okay, hover over each attribute to learn about it. Assign AP. Sure. What about traits? Artifact knowledge. Each turn you have a 1% chance to reveal properties of a random unidentified item in your inventory. I like that. So instead of just outright knowing one way or another, you figure it out over time. Okay, let's take a look at skills. So we got Swords, axes, maces, daggers, great swords, great axes, great mauls, polearms, ranged weapons, shields, staves, wands. Basic skills. So detect traps, which we already have, and backstab. Do we? But for some reason these are locked and I can't get more. Maybe I probably have to be a higher level before I actually get access to some of these. Let's see, so that's utility. We actually don't have access to almost any of these things. Won't let me get access to magic? Corresponding treaties to unlock the ability. So, yeah, these are right out. So I can invest in actually just straight up nothing. So skills are meaningless until we find some books. So perception increases range damage, accuracy, crit chance, stealth, and vision. I like perception if only because traps, agility for lockpicking, and such. They really did spread out the usefulness of all of these. Ooh, yeah, vitality is pretty good as well. I'm gonna put one into both agility and perception for the time being. You know what? I'm gonna roll Archer for once, for at least a little while.
Bah, a pyromantic treatise. Just like the good old times in the academy. Got to recall a spell or two.
See, tile-based RPG that isn't a roguelike. This is a roguelike. Okay, some abilities aren't initially available for learning. To unlock them, you need to find and read a corresponding treatise. Okay, found one of them. Sure, so just activate. Read that. Hi! Dear friend, we may not know each other, but considering that you opened this tome, I'll take a wild guess and assume that you're intent on learning the ancient art of pyromancy, the art that I came to master after many years. I'd rather not disclose my name. All that you need to know is that I hold a high position among fire mages, and the only thing which forces me to play cloak and dagger is that our circle forbids sharing the knowledge with outsiders. But despite all the restrictions set upon me, I always yearned not only to bear power over the flame, but akin to the gods of the old, to enlighten the world. Okay, so we can now learn freshly unlocked abilities. So if we go back to pyromancy, we now have fire barrage. Sure. And we could actually learn feed the flames. Bolt of fire barrage connects with burning enemy. Burning is prolonged by a turn. Alternatively, ring of fire. Oh, I don't have any more skill points, do I? So it costs 2 just to learn that. Well, I guess I'm stuck with this. There's a door here. Okay, there we go. Well, let's start with fire. And then arrows. Grab my arrows before they burn. Okay, so I cannot move diagonally. And burned myself. Whatever, I'll live. Diary page. Anything else? I'm assuming that door is quite locked. Also, more books. And more things. Yep. Okay, so what do we got in here? The answer is... I don't know what that is. We'll find out. Okay, so Hourglass. May interest some merchants. Well, we got a monastic book. What's the monastic book have? Third of reaping. Our brothers toiled well today. I hope the coming harvest will recompense us for our hard work as it was last year. Another few bountiful seasons, and we shall be able to save enough gold to patch our shabby cloister. Patience and diligence are truly the greatest virtues. Fifth of reaping. This night, Brother Albert went down with a sudden fever. The heat from his body is so severe, one can burn a hand on him. I have no idea how he managed to catch a cold like this. Perhaps he worked in the rain. Wouldn't be his first time. I left a couple of brothers by Albert's side and sent to Manshire for a healer. Herbal poultices and earnest prayers should be more than enough to cure this ailment. Since the last night, Brother Albert has stopped recognizing any of us. He keeps on babbling some nonsense, but no one can make any sense of it. The healer spent an entire night by his bedside. Tried all of his potions, but it was no use. We ended up paying him and sending him back. If Albert doesn't get better soon by himself, it'll be his funeral we'll have to pay for. 6th of the reaping, evening. Brother Irv is sick as well. It's not a cold. Was there a second page on this? No. Okay. So, How much are the books worth? Oh, the books are worth a lot. Okay, so we want to hold on to those. So, question. It looks like Control is kind of forced attack. So, not much for it. Anyway, diary page. 10th of Reaping. The miasma of this horrible disease now permeates the entire monastery. Half our brothers are delirious, their bodies riddled with scabs and boils. Blood is seeping through the pores. We can't do anything to ease their suffering. I declared a quarantine and ordered to lock down everyone who showed signs of the disease in the catacombs. But I fear it's all in vain. The rest will go down sick in a couple of days. Host, give me strength to persevere and save our congregation. Okay, so welcome to the archives. So what do we have? Diary page 3. Don't really want to waste my arrows on barrels. Ooh, more books. Okay. It doesn't really seem like there's much of an immediate benefit to the staff. So I'm going to grab the rest of these. Yeah, let's get rid of the greatsword for the time being. Actually, do we? We could... I'm going to hold on to the greatsword instead. Because I was thinking, it takes a while to de-equip and unequip the bow and stuff. And so if I actually had the greatsword instead, which is worth more anyway, that would probably work better and faster for me. Let's see. Is this the early access version or the Kickstarter demo? This is the early access version, which will be out in a couple of days, I believe. Okay, diary page 2 out of 3. 14th of Reaping. Today the entire neighborhood gathered around our monastery. The healer had brought the disease back to Manshire. Blood was leaking from their eyes. They were hopelessly sick. I prohibited anyone to go outside. Then they tried to break in. A few brothers lost their lives, but we managed to push them back from the gates. When the crazed crowd tried to burn us alive within the building, I had to break the quarantine and bring even the healthy brothers into the catacombs, truly out of the frying pan and into the fire. Okay, done with that one. Treatise number 2. Whoops. I want to hold on to these books. We're probably going to die before I get to sell them, but they are worth a lot. An excerpt of the 14th chapter titled Curious Tricks of Salamanders. As you've learned from my previous books, salamanders spend the majority of their time near sources of heat and flames. Probably remember that these exotic lizards have an affinity for all kinds of magic, so it's self-evident that salamanders are soaked with fire essence. This fact lets them perform certain fiery tricks, which would make even the most experienced pyromancer jealous. You may ask, can we truly learn anything from these mere beasts? We can indeed, and I'm planning to demonstrate it. Now let's get straight to business and try imitating one of their most beloved tricks. We also have Geomantic. There we go. Geomancy. Treatise. Oh, a lot of reading. A lot more than I was expecting, honestly. The most distinctive tradition of the Nistrian cult of the Mother Mountain is their worship to giant boulders. In Nistria, you can find a number of monuments built of finely chiseled boulders, forming giant circles. Some of them are completely covered in writings. Rain and wind rendered the majority of it utterly indecipherable, but some are preserved exceptionally well. I'm trying to develop a habit to record every surviving symbol I encounter. Unfortunately, I still can't crack this ancient alphabet. I can only hope that, if not me, then at least my descendants may solve this mystery. Well then, looks like I was disheartened way too easily, spending a couple of my precious weeks on that risky search for Fadah's tomb has returned my investment 100-fold, rewarding me for all the misery I've experienced in the process. When I saw that the epitaph was doubled in ancient Aldorian, I couldn't believe my eyes. This means that with only a bit of effort, I can finally cross-reference and decipher some of the words. Yes, finally! After months of diligent work, I, Jorn of Bryn, have discovered the secret of the ancient Nistrian alphabet. A large portion of my records appear to describe the most fascinating magical rituals and practices. I don't think I've ever encountered anything like it, but firstly, I'm heading to Mayan. Someone from the Academy may want to have a look at my findings. And the other one. Lots of reading. Lots more than I was expecting. First lesson, titled Petrifaction. Stone spikes and everything you need to know about them. Greetings! I'd like to sincerely congratulate you. If you read these words, then chances are high that you weren't just kicked out during your first year in the Academy. Assuming this, I'm not wasting time on any further introductions. This lesson will teach you about the second most important spell in Earth magic, Petrifaction. Or... is it? No, it is Petrificate... no, it is Petrifaction. Huh. Wait. That's Petrifaction. That's Petrification. Just messing with me a little bit. Okay, Petrification. Fools may grimace in disdain at the suggestion, too eager to jump straight to boulder tossing and explosions. But as any diligent student may already know, a timely petrification can change the flow of battle, even save your life. And now we can safely conclude that a petrified foe is not only good for decorating your house, but also provides you with geomantic power, which means that skewering the rest of your enemies with stone spikes should be even easier. Obviously, this requires a runic boulder. Raise it behind your foe and resonate with it, unleashing the energy trapped within the stone. Luckily, I don't have to read any of these at a later date. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah. I'm just gonna stop reading. This is too many books. Let's send the shivs over. We don't need those. Oh, fuck. Michelle would get an absolute kick out of this, but there's just too much written word. If any of you guys are particularly invested in the lore and the random books that I am finding and reading, I would highly recommend picking this game up in a couple of days, because it will be out soon. Okay. So I feel like I'm still in the tutorial then, and these books don't show up normally. What are these? Oh, cleanses all enchantments. Identifies an item. Enchants an item. Armor-piercing peasant bow. Heck yeah. What else do we have? Disenchantment, identification. It's okay. Let's see. So the problem is, all of these books are worth a lot of money. One thing I would say is, chances are I'm not going to be able to get out of here with them. So I'm just going to hold on to the really expensive ones. Because if I do make it out of here and I can sell these books, I'm going to be a very happy camper. If I can't, oh well. They're still very expensive. Alright. Okay, so we know about those. Anything else? I don't think I got this one. Identify is definitely a keeper. Oh. Alright, screw it. No books. We'll live without. Maybe let's grab the ones that are worth like 900. Just 2 books. Starter gold. Greed is good. Greed is very good. I'm just gonna hold on to those 2. Anything else in here that I haven't already looted? I don't think so. Oh. Was there a page on that table? Okay, tutorial's complete. You're on your own. Survive and find your way to the next floor. And remember, you are not a chosen one. Many enemies are just as powerful as you are. Be careful. Don't mindlessly charge ahead. Avoid fighting with multiple opponents at once. Try forcing one-on-one combat and use your surroundings. Okay, so we can go back. Yep, you're right. Diary page 3. Blood gets into my eyes and drips down onto the parchment. We are doomed in these sinister depths. Even time itself flows differently. I've lost count of days. When was the last time I left my cell? A couple hours ago? A day? A week? Maybe I'm the only one who's still left alive. Every night I'm haunted by visions. As the candlelight fades, shadowy figures step out from the darkness. Their wheedling whispers drive me crazy. The host is silent. The host is deaf to our prayers. The host betrayed us. Where do I seek strength to fight back the temptation, to break the oath? A cure, a cure. All I ask for is to be cured. Okay, where are my books? You know I can pass up on this. I'll just switch them out as we go along. Let's see. So, bat. Not anymore, bat. Seems like magic is pretty effective. Oh, good. Do I switch? Nah. I'm fine. Now, it looks like I'm bleeding. Oh. Hand is bleeding. Kinda bad. Let's try using it on myself. Okay, that removes the bleeding. Set him on fire. He's getting a bit too close for comfort. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough inventory space to switch. That's a problem. Well, we might want to honestly go Swords Mage. We'll see. Just to cut down on things. The bow and arrows kind of works, but the moment I get into melee, I'm in trouble. Maybe. I'll think about it. Do I just drop the books? Yeah. Because ultimately, the books are just going to be screwing me over anyway. Well, we have an identification scroll, so let's identify the mace. Crushing Peasant Flail. Extra frost and caustic damage. It is pretty broken, though. Okay. Dump those. I'm gonna grab my armor-piercing peasant bow. What is this? Light dehydration. That'll be fine. So I got a peasant sash. We already have a peasant sash. Not a whole lot of amazing things. So, dehydration, that's the ether inhaler. No, we want to drink. And I'm optimistic. Nice. Okay, militia flail. I'm not going to waste my pickaxe here. At least not initially. Grab my arrows. Make a number of these. Now, we did get some skills and some other stuff. So, which affects fumble chance? Let's look at both of those. The lower my fumble chance, the better off I'm going to be just in general. So what's skills? Skills is S. So, Blaze. 12 fire damage to target in its area of effect. Each target in its area of effect. Reduces cooldown for the skill tree by 1 for each enemy hit. Extra pyromantic power. Ring of fire. So going pyromancer might not be a terrible idea. Geomancy would give us Runic Boulder, which has knockback. There's also stone armor, bunch of resistance, including bleeding resistance. Let's see, long cooldown. Let's take a look at greatswords. So we actually didn't learn anything about greatswords. What about ranged weapons? Taking aim. Extra accuracy and... Maybe. I mean, honestly, I usually don't roll wizards on these games, but I think I'm going to roll wizard for at least today. We'll figure it out. Alright. Oh. Wait, hold up. Oh no, we didn't actually lose that much durability. The barrels probably lost durability. But my sword is not losing durability for breaking these. Hello, so we've got these guys around here. So far, not so bad. Alright, start by setting him on. Getting him. Next up, fire. Shoot, that didn't work. I was really hoping I could set up Ring of Fire as, like, a preemptive thing. But no, that's not how Ring of Fire works. Okay, so looks like we've leveled up again. So one of the other things to point out is each and every one of these comes with a bonus. Ooh, a passive bonus. So for example, Baptism by Fire reduces the cooldown duration for spells of this fire tree. So taking fire damage reduces cooldown for spells of this tree. And reduces the duration of negative effects. The higher the damage, the more powerful effect. And that would give me a 20% fire resistance. I wonder if I could get it up to 100% or beyond 100%? Probably not. That seems very unlikely, but it'd be great. Okay, what about basic skills? Yeah, we haven't learned anything. Well, I think I'm gonna grab Blaze. The more spells I've got in my immediate toolbox, the better. Okay, that just absolutely wrecked my leg. Severe leg injury and bleeding. Am I still bleeding? Oh, wow. Well, rest in legs, leg. You got wrecked. Let's actually use a bandage. Okay, so that hurt. This is why I want to invest in, let's see. Oh, we should probably drop the diary pages. That's why I want to invest in, what's this? Thirst, intoxication, pain, morale. Interesting. Yeah, invest in perception, so traps are slightly less of a problem for me. We took a lot of damage there. I think I'm going to wander semi-aimlessly for a bit. Yeah, it was good to come down here. Let's see. Anything? Locked. I'm just going to pick. Well, it's probably better than what I got. It does hurt my energy restoration, but that's okay. And we also have unidentified gloves. Not for long. Steady Falconer gloves. That's better than what I got. And an enchantment scroll. Okay. Enchantments, unfortunately, are kind of basic, but I'll live. Oh, there's a rat. Nope. Well, there was a rat. No, it is dead. Okay. Hello. The heck did I hit? Well, that's nice and toasty. Looks like some kind of blood is strength situation. Fumbled that spell, but that's not much of an issue. I'm gonna back up a bit. I'm gonna let them get a bit closer, and boom! What's up, rat? Hope you like fire. Let's see. Wait for the bat. What if I can increase my spell casting range somehow? Probably. Okay, confusion. Strong pain. Mild leg injury. Unfortunately, there's not really much I can do about that. Pain's pretty bad. Let's see. Question, actually. What about this? Reduces pain. We're gonna drink a bit. Hurts the pain. I'm drunk. So, reduce willpower, higher pain limit, agility, fumble chance, and stumbling. Drunk wizard on the lam! Eat fire! You dumb rodents. hope you like fire. You dumb vampire. Alright, I'm getting peckish. I do not have any food on me, though. Come on, food barrel. Bequeath upon me your succulent... Succulents? I don't really know. Hello, food? Is there any food? Eat rat. You know, I honestly would if I could. But this character, I guess, is above eating rats. I guess realistically, eating a rat would probably be terrible for you. Onion. Shrek. We can Shrek it. Alright. What is onion? Hunger, intoxication, immunity. Will spoil in 15 days. Yum, nom, 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 nom. And nothing else. Is that cheese? No. That is not cheese. Why? All of these... Ooh, unidentified mace and potion. Gonna do that. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. So there's the way to the next floor. We probably want to keep exploring, though. Oh. Might want to invest a little bit more into magic-related stats at this point. Maybe. Let's see, ether inhaler is good for reducing pain stats. You know, I actually totally forgot about this thing. Huh. Looks like my water skin refilled. Good to know. But yes. Oh, ether inhaler does make you hella drunk, though. Let's see. Sanity. Cool. So it reduces drunkenness. There's a lot of stuff that it's going to take a while to actually master this game. But that's okay. Alright, splint vambraces. Fumble chance, block chance. So we'd lose a little bit and gain a lot. This is considerably better than what I've got on. Let's identify the hammer. 24 damage. Decent armor pierce. And armor damage. Daze chance. The only real issue is the skill's energy cost is kind of expensive. What about this? Militia flail? Not great. Otherwise, we got the footman greatsword if I wanted to do this instead. Chilling peasant flail. 19 crushing damage. Nah. What about the bow? Does that increase skill energy cost by 15%? It's an option, though. Go back to the bow? Yeah, let's get rid of the greatsword. Go back to the bow for a little while. I'm engaging enemies at a bit of a range. Sadly, none of the stuff in here is edible. Do I just lose an arrow for that? I do. I feel like you should be able to kick those. That's a shirt. And a shelf. Don't look like there's anything else. We gotta just bail. Let's see. Why is this labeled the indie game Molasses Round? Because all of these are going to take a while, and they're super good. Oh.
I bet everyone was taken there. I have to find my way up, whatever it takes.
Okay, so we've got a campfire, a footman mace, not that I care too much about that, corpse. Okay, so we're just going to eat bread, old contract, read. With this paper, we, Nut the Elder, and every denizen of Manshire pledge to pay a bounty of 700 crowns to every man, be it a commoner, a mercenary, or noble knight, take the task of descending into the Abbey of the Holy Revelation and cleanse it from the spirits or any other filth inhabiting it, and return back safe and sound with a proof of their deed. Hereby sign this, X, 7th of Bloom. I'm gonna take that with me, I think. Okay, Warbow is... It's better. Take the arrows. Looks like we've got spares. What about this? Gambison. Yeah, so the one problem is, because I'm heavily encumbered, my energy is being reduced, and my energy restoration is pretty bad. I'll make it work. Okay, so I think for the time being, we don't actually want the Footman Mace. Let's go back to the Light Hammer, because I can still hold on to my arrows with the hammer out. Nothing with that. Okay, do we switch back to the bow? Oh, interesting. He's actually hitting me at a range. Well, that's fine. Interesting that the other guy... What the... Okay, we absolutely just bungled that one. Can I be a vampire? Can I have the vampire skills? I assume going vampire would probably come at the cost of my sanity, so it's probably not actually a good thing. Okay, we don't want the Footman Mace. Oops. I'm just gonna torch him. The rat, honestly, is not worth my energy. Seems like it's generally just worth it for me to use my standard fire move. Okay, looks like I've picked up Sacrificial Blood. Replenishes 3% energy for each missing health of the afflicted target's max health. Whenever the target affected by this modifier takes damage... Okay, so every time the enemy hits me, they get stuff back. I assume that'll come back slowly. We're also kind of in pain. How bad? It's 26. Thunger and Hurst. Let's see. Let's drink some water. We have an antitoxin. We don't know what that is. The rest of this is mostly boozahol and whatnot that I don't want to mess with. Let's identify this. Potion of Frost. I wonder if I can chuck that at something. Hi. Well, that didn't work out in my favor. Okay, and I got no energy, but that's why I'm going one part Swords Mage. Looks like my leg's injured again. Not much I can do with that. Because I don't have any more braces. Okay. Oh, boy. I'm just gonna wait here for a while. Level up. Okay, cool. So, I gotta hammer a mace. Yeah, the problem is maces don't actually come with energy regen, which turns out I actually need pretty bad. Let's see. So probably want to go for the passives at this point. Melting Ray. Yeah, a lot of these spells seem great. Oh, I guess I can get 2 of them. Flame Saturation. Okay, let's start going for that. Probably should have gone for that originally. Okay, cooldown reduction. Problem is I don't really need cooldown reduction as much. I'm just gonna wait until the fire's gone. Okay, cupboard has nothing. That has nothing. Jagged falchion is garbage. Okay, ooh. Luxurious belt. Extra health restoration, extra energy. Yeah, that's better than the peasant sash. There's also the crimson headband, which... not nearly as good. It'd be great if I was going, like, full offense, but I'm not strong enough to really ignore a lot of these enemies. I think we already have a war bow. It's got better durability, though, so I guess I'll carry it along. Unidentified gloves. Sure. Now, supposedly we have a 1% chance of identifying stuff. I think in my inventory it might have to be on my person. Oh yeah, there's a carrot. Carrot. Did I actually? Yes. Hunger, minus 5%. I'm just going to eat everything on the ground. If it turns out there's a cooking system in this game, I'm going to feel a bit foolish, but I don't think it has one. Oh boy. So honestly, the longer I spend... Do I? No, let's try and set him on fire. I lose in a battle of attrition against these guys, which is a bit of a shame. Not gonna come for me? Fine. Can I do this instead? That worked out. I've lost health unholy. I am dazed. Extra fumble chance, cannot use spells or abilities. Okay, set that man on fire. He's in Fumble Town. Looks like there's still quite a number of these. Let's see. Not bad. Strong pain. Yeah, my leg's not doing great. Okay, and I'm intoxicated. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay, especially with that. Alright, let's just hang out, wait for the fire to go away. Perfect. I want to play one of these games at some point where... Ooh. Unidentified head... Unfortunately, it's a Geomancer's cowl. Probably. But considering I'm doing mage stuff, it might not be a bad idea to just slam this on. Because, yeah, reduce spell cost. I'd have to invest a little bit in Geomancy, though. Alright. I mean, one way or another, it's probably better than the helmet that I'm using. Probably. Oh, right. I'm not bleeding, and I don't have any... I'm gonna try and repair that. Unfortunately, I lack the... proper equipment. Do I just slam it on my head and call it close enough? It's probably a terrible idea. Haven't opened these yet. Okay. So... Girdle? No. Unidentified potion? Yes. I don't want to just start quaffing. That's generally a bad idea. Oh, right. Got some of this. I'm actually just going to invest a bunch into vitality. Okay. Well, this has gone from bad to... Ow. What is that? Sponge. Now I'm just passing out for the next 10 turns. Okay, peasant hat? No. Why can't I just, like, barricade the room and go to sleep? Why is that not a thing? Well, how much do I hate myself? Because one thing I could do... God, my legs are just absolutely messed up. Okay, he's very much on fire. I have more energy than I have anything else, so it seems like my best bet is just to torch this vampire as hard as possible. And just chill. Come on, get closer. Thank you. Fight me in the fire. Okay, we level up, which saves my butt. I'm just gonna keep putting it into vitality. As a good level. So, Runic Boulder? Next time we do this, I might honestly look into Runic Boulder. Oh, it does hurt my energy generation, though. Bit rough. Grab stone armor. I was really hoping I could chuck that. I could not. What else do I have? Do I just start drinking potions? This didn't work. Load game? What does that do? Oh, I'm here. Oh, that's interesting.